Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do a, I was going to do a love reading with my guides, who connect to your guides. So I call it a spirit guide reading. And I was going to focus on love, but then my right ear just started ringing like uncontrollably, and I kept getting the word struggle. So I'm not going to limit it to just love. I'm just going to, this the way I look at it is I'm just talking to my guides for you, and me. What's going on? What can we? What do we need to know about the struggle? Or some of us maybe we're out of the struggle, but what was it about, and how how is it affecting my present and then therefore my future. So just about struggle, guys. All right, I'm going to bring this lid down. There we go. And we're going to start with the Mother Mary Oracle deck. These type of readings, I don't like to really put any limits on them. Whatever wants to come out, I feel like is what's meant to come out. And I feel like my guides always cover all areas of life anyway. But I can't ignore that I kept hearing struggle. Okay. Let's give them a cut. Just take a few deep breaths just to relax yourself, relax your mind. I don't even feel like you need to ask your guides anything because they already know. They already know. For some of you, this is going to be about, I feel like, signs that you're missing to help you in some way, or to show you the light to some way, some direction. I'm feeling like my mind's being boggled down, and therefore I really can't see beyond that. Maybe it's the struggle. Okay, well that just flipped itself around. We have self-respect. Self-respect. I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. I love and honor myself through healthful actions. Self-respect, whatever that may mean. We are going to use the Light Seers. Give it a shuffle. All my cards already pre-shuffled, by the way. I feel like by giving it a shuffle or two before I begin, it allows me to connect more with you. Some of you are really understanding the connection. Like, I can see it through your comments how you're seeing that really it's our guides talking to each other, and you're really getting it. Just saw the Magician on the bottom of the deck, and I don't often call out the bottom card, but I felt like it wanted to be called out. So we'll see. Okay, we have the Emperor, card of Aries. Can be a father, can be a big brother, can be someone of authority, in your life. But it also can be you, no matter what your sign. I want you to remember, in these type of readings, it doesn't matter. We're all like the Emperor, and it means different things for us. That's why I cover different things. So for the Emperor, I feel like, the leader. I feel like the business owner. I like the 4 with it. For some reason, I'm really noticing that, like the stability of it. the Emperor, you know, he's thinking about making things rock solid. I don't know why I'm saying that. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is about your own money. She's looking right back at the Emperor. And I feel like, you know, the Eight of Pentacles, August, number 1. 8, infinity. You know, how far can I take this? There is no, it can go as far as you want it to go. You know, she's looking at the Emperor, so I feel like this is someone who may have been or is now becoming the Emperor. She's aware. For some of you, could talk about, you know, certainly be a supervisor, looking at your work. It's funny, you're looking back at each other. Well, hello, Ace of Cups. There may be some work romances. It's funny because that's what I feel when I said they're looking at each other. But I also feel for a lot of you, this is about a love of what you do. You know, it's coming from your heart center, a love of what you're creating through the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles talks about being willing, you know, to be the apprentice, but with the forethought of maybe one day running that company, or one day owning my own, or me being the boss type of thing. But it comes from a love of it. You know, and that love of it may grow and grow and grow the longer you do it. The Eight of Pentacles, you know, you're looking for independence. I'm starting this so I can have that independence. That's probably why I noticed the 4. Okay, what am I holding? Well, hello. 9 of Pentacles. Wow. You know, I just have to say, for us who, I'm saying us, but I'm already in this energy. I'm already at the 9 of Pentacles, I feel. But I feel like for a lot of you who are beginning in something where you truly have, like, it opens your heart center. Maybe you don't realize how much you're going to love it until you do it. I knew that this girl was looking, and I'm saying girl, it can be, you know, a woman, a man, but I knew she was looking for independence, and the 9 brings it. So here it is. You know, what's between me putting the effort in and then being fruitful from my work? The Ace of Pentacles. You know, sometimes we can love others who maybe don't quite deserve our love and not love ourselves enough, because I feel like, you know, it doesn't feel like anything's stopping anybody from doing anything in this energy. Like, here it is, right? If you're thinking of becoming the Emperor, whatever that means to you, the leader, a father, any of that. But I do feel, speaking more about Pentacles, if it's something that can intrigue you, right? Like, you want to keep learning more and more and more. You want to grow, evolve in that energy. It's all here. Okay, let's keep going. I'm curious. I hope the rest are going to be good too. But I can't forget the word that kept playing in my head. So, you know, I want to say, if any of you want to be the Emperor, the leader, the boss, the business ownership, it's very clearly saying, can you do it? Yes, but it has to be you, right? You have to be willing, sometimes, you know, going in with what I know, and as I learn, I grow. And it feels like very quickly. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. So Pentacles, I often feel like, I don't know why, and it's funny because I often feel it over the Emperor. I feel like he is the boss, he is the business owner. You know, but I think this is different here. You know, first of all, King of Pentacles can be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But whippy woo. The This King of Pentacles is sitting in his library, right? He's surrounded by books. And to me that means knowledge, and it may even mean kind of feel like old world knowledge, even though, you know, it's what I grew up with. You only had books. It's funny, just real quick, we were cleaning this room to become my office, and there were encyclopedias in there, and I'm like, I think you should donate those. And Sam's like, no, you know. And I said, you remember like when we had to do homework, like we literally had to, some of us had to go to the library, and you know, you could only get it from the encyclopedia. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel like, you know, I kind of feel that with this guy, like a little old school. You know, he's got a smile on his face, and he's got a loyal dog right there beside him. We have the Hierophant, card of Taurus. It's like the stairway to heaven, right? The stairway to your connection. Well, hello lovers. Card of Gemini. This can be a head over heart decision. It's a 6. It's, you know, the 5 in the Hierophant. Well, we're in a 5 universal year right now, and we're moving into a 6 universal year. So this, you know, 5 does call for a lot of change. And the more that we're willing to just go with it, the more the energy seems to flow. Okay, anyways, what do I have? The Knight of Pentacles. Beautiful. So this is all beautiful energy, guys. First of all, we have a lot of earth. I'm going to say that. So this could talk about our stability. Truth be told, I don't even see where the struggle is here, because I feel like it's simple. If I follow what I have, I feel I have, maybe you don't even know that you love it yet until you move into it. But maybe it's more about if I look at things with the knowledge that I have, and it doesn't always mean book smart. Very seldom is a book smart. It's usually experiences that I went through and overcome, you know, and that's what I feel. It's that type of wisdom. But also it's here about your physical, you know, here on earth. So if I focus on these pentacles, on maybe becoming the emperor, understanding I already have the knowledge. The Hierophant is very connected, right? The Hierophant is about self, you know, self-respect is over here. It is about self. It's about your belief system, all that. It's about really, you know, I feel like it's a it's a higher vibration that is very reachable. It's about, you know, it can be about your faith too, because I feel like, you know, it's a 5, so it wants us. There's a 5 and a 6 is 11, and I felt a little twin flamish energy in here, so I'm just going to throw that out there, because now I really feel it. Anyway, what was I going to say? This King of Pentacles is looking right over at the Hierophant. So that tells me like this knowledge that he's gaining, and I'm saying him, and again I feel like it could be all of us here, because I feel like again the knowledge that he's gaining, first of all, he's so relaxed. I have to show you, because you know, he's got a smile on his face, he feels good, he's looking right at the Hierophant. I feel like it's about being connected. I feel like you know, loyalty is at his side. He's got this pentacle he's holding, and it's almost like, where am I going to spend that pentacle? Where am I going to put that pentacle? And then we have the Lovers with the Ace of Cups above it. So this can certainly talk about love too. Can talk about I don't know, probably quite a connection. Some of you have to go back. It could be work related, like me looking at them, they're looking at me. Maybe we, it's like almost like we're keeping our distance, because it's kind of like two different energies. And then I feel like, for some of you working for this Emperor, I feel like, you're looking at him in a way that, like you're saying, your energy is saying, one day I will be you. And I feel like this Emperor knows that about you. And I feel like you will keep true to that, because here's the Nine of Pentacles. Right, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles as the last card. And I feel like that's kind of beautiful, because that talks about guardian angels. It talks about, how do I say this? Like sometimes Sam will say comments, like I'll watch House Hunters, and if, something on HGTV, and if it's, or like, like Lottery Dream Home, whatever it is, so he has to watch it with me. And if it's like a big house, he'll be like, I don't like that, I don't like it. So he looks at money in a certain way, I could tell. Almost like if you have too much of it, like Bill Gates, let's say, then I couldn't get along with you, that type of thing. But truth be told, Bill Gates is just a man, right? Bill Gates worked hard for his money. I'm just using him for an example. So I'm telling you this because not really sure why I'm telling you this. It's funny because this King of Pentacles is holding this Pentacles, and then here is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is about bringing something into your world that can be very fruitful, whatever it may be, and it can be many things. I see a lot of Pentacles, like there's a Pentacle, then there's the one to follow, another one follow. It's like almost more than I can grab. So this could be a very abundant time. Especially for those, again, in this Nine of Pentacles. And it doesn't have to mean business ownership, but what it does talk about is success. And that success comes from your hard work, right? And the Eight of Pentacles is the energy of doing it, feeling it. The Hierophant, even though I have Earth, then I have this Hierophant, which seems to fire this Eight of Pentacles, right? Like the steam under, to push her towards the inspiration type energy. And many times I feel like when I feel like I'm on, when I'm feeling like, even if I'm at the beginning, like, yes, I'm on the right path, and I start to flow with the energy, many times I feel like this can be where a very special connection comes in. Whether that be love or not. Knight of Pentacles, though, is slow moving energy. But we need to trust it, right? We need to trust what, and then the 9 above that is the reflection back. Think about, the final judgment. Okay. Let's bring out the clarifiers. We have the 7 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So some of you, this could talk about trying to make a choice, trying to make a decision, but not sure, not being able to trust yourself, that type of thing. Maybe every time I do something, bam, I'm in this energy. 8 would say it calls now for a new energy, right? That energy is no longer serving you. So now you move into this energy. But I feel like you do have to trust yourself. I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. Okay. Let's bring in the crystal vision. I like these two together. So we have Taurus and Gemini side by side in major arcana, each of their major arcana. Aries, major arcana. Okay. Well, that didn't take long. We have the Nine of Swords. You know, you put that Nine of Swords together with the Seven of Cups, you know, it explains why the Seven of Cups is here. Because the Nine of Swords is overthinking something, is fearing the worst. And then sometimes then the worst comes to us, right? Because that's the energy we're putting out. Nine of Swords wants you to realize that a lot of the thoughts or worries are unnecessary. It's going to be trying to project the future as in, like, I know there's going to be doom. And then you're met with doom. So anyway, but trying to make a decision out of that energy is probably impossible. So, you know, the Nine of Swords wants you to stop and to think about that. Even your thought system. We have the Moon, card of Pisces. You know the moon. It's at night, cast shadows. You know, it's uncertainty maybe. For some of you, I feel like you're Pisces or Cancer in this Eight of Pentacles. So I don't like that the Nine of Swords is here, but in the same breath, I feel like this is energy that can be overcome. We have the Hangman, and then we have the Tower. Look at that. Listen, sometimes we have to reinvent ourselves, I feel like. We have to reinvent ourselves. And I'm saying that because, you know, I feel like the towers, and I'm saying towers because I feel like it's more than one. Though it's still standing. I have to say that. But, you know, so this Hangman, it makes me feel like because the hangman's there first, like this is what I'm thinking. Based on probably previous towers. But everything else tells us, our spirit guides tell us no. Like, this is energy you should, like, I don't know, like, don't fear these towers. I have to be honest, I feel like there's someone here who maybe, you know, you're looking at, you know, at least a higher up, but maybe a business owner, I don't know. And even though you're looking at each other, I feel like what you might be afraid of is the Tower coming for you. Like, you know, this Tower could then end my dream of pursuing what you're pursuing here. Again, I feel a lot of this is in our thought system. So I almost feel like it hasn't happened, but this, I don't know. Like my guides tell me why. I kind of, you know, I kind of know why. So interesting though, because the base cards on the table are so positive. so abundant. And not just in money, but also for some, it can be in love. But then comes out doubt. I don't know. I don't know what to do, right? I don't know how it's going to turn out. Maybe you're not supposed to know how it's supposed to turn out. Maybe it's saying when the Eight of Pentacles, that's determined by you. You'll determine how it turns out, right? By what you're willing to focus upon. You know, if some of you are thinking of, you know, maybe you're looking at a higher up and you feel like there's a chance that that could then destroy your career, think about that. Think about that. Just think about that. Doesn't mean don't, but okay. Here comes the train. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands. Look at this. We have the Knight of Pentacles again. Over that Ace of Cups and the Lovers. Wow. You know, I mean, even though the Hangman is here, right, and I'm going to put a hold on, you know, I don't have the interest because of the previous towers. I'm thinking of my Pentacles right now, you know. Nine of Swords, boom, if I become attracted, boom, comes out the Nine of Swords. So the Knight of Pentacles is your you know, your lead spirit guide, saying, you know, when it's time, but it won't come before it's time. And I feel like what that means is, like, I've got to stop, right? I'm seeing a lot of nines, so there needs to be reflection back. No judgment, just reflection back. And understand some of you are making, you know, Seven of Cups can be very kind of chaotic, but I don't know if that's the word I want to say. You know, think of Cancer. I don't know. I'm not sure of the word I want to say. Let's keep going. Well, there's Judgment. So, you know, it's not just your spirit guide. Judgment is your spiritual team. You know, your spiritual team, first of all, is under that tower. So they never leave you. You may not feel it, but it doesn't, you know, in the Hangman, again, maybe you didn't feel it. You don't understand why some towers were. But when you can look at it, it's without judgment. You understand. And maybe you need to understand, because I feel like, you know, if I bring love in, or this type of connection, will this Nine of Swords pop up? So Judgment asks you to bring yourself to the present moment. And what else I love is coming over the Knight of Pentacles, which is, you know, it's energy that promises to get to us, but in its time. It's learning the art of patience. It's understanding our own energy. Like the Knight of Pentacles says, I will be there, but not before it's time. Well, its time is talking about, for some of us. Yes, towers. Yes. Your team has always been there and always will be, right? There, I mean, it's like they surround you, but they also, it's like in this energy, I feel like some of you, clearly, it's a head over heart decision. And that may be what I'm talking about back up here. But also I feel like for some of you, this is something that hasn't reached you yet. Someone who hasn't reached you yet. And it may be, you know, when is your perfect timing? It may be when you feel you're in the Nine of Pentacles, when you feel independent. The hell with the towers. It's almost like you're saying, the hell with those towers, right? I'm going to think of me, and I'm going to be, you know, and I'm going to put the focus on me, for purpose though, and that is to make your foundation as strong as possible. It's to trust your wisdom. You know, this Knight of Pentacles, again, would make sense that the tower is there, because I feel like you know, it's like he's got a couple books on that, on those type of towers. Look at this. Then we have the Six of Swords. So I feel like our guides are saying we need to look at the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is what's affecting your thought system. For some of you, it can be stopping you from doing something that you love. I feel like whatever's coming towards you, it comes, you know, it's coming in, let's just say divine timing, but I feel like you are determining that. Because the Six of Swords, I had to go through the Five of Swords, and that Five of Swords says, I need to look at my life. I need to look at where I'm standing, right? She's standing in snow, cold, right? She's dropping swords as she goes, right? The Five of Swords is, what is toxic to me? Are these towers am I taking them on as me? Am I putting my fault in there? You know, like all that. What am I doing within that tower? The Hierophant says, you need to have belief that in all things there is purpose and an opportunity to evolve, right? But it does take a certain type of energy. And the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Cups is not it. The Six of Swords is it. That's it. Whatever feels toxic. You know, if I'm trying to make a decision about a love interest, but I feel, you know, that it could ruin my career, stop. Think to yourself, what is it you know, take the emotions out of it and look at it from like, what is it I want to accomplish first and foremost? And then decide if, is it worth the chance? That type of thing. I don't feel like that's a lot of you, but I do feel like I have to say it. So whatever is toxic needs to go. Like, no more excuses. It's got to go. These past towers, I got to start looking at them as, in some way, somehow, I received the opportunity to grow from them, even though at that moment they're a tower. But your spiritual team is just wrapped around you, not just wrapped around you, but, you know, maybe this Knight of Pentacles, here I am twice. I want to come in, but I can't come in, right? This energy doesn't match this energy. So what do I want to do? I want to get rid of this energy. And I want to trust my guides. I want to trust that what comes my way, or what I meet upon my new Eight of Pentacles, new path, will be right for me. You know, there's no doubt. Here, there's a lot of doubt. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles under that. I don't know. I feel like, you know, some of you may be thinking, I have to say it one more time, thinking of having an affair. But you need to stop just for a moment and think. Now, for some of you, it can be, you know, maybe it can be what you want it to be, but there may be a price to pay, and that's what I feel. Okay, before I let you go, I want to look at the Hangman, which again is coming under the, well, Ace of Cups, but I also want to look at the Tower, which is coming over the Nine of Pentacles. Wow, we have the Six of Wands. First of all, that's the energy of victory. That's the energy of overcoming. You know, that's the energy of reaching the mountaintop. And I don't know, you can get there without, you know, knowing what you're talking about type of energy. This is an energy where, first of all, it can come from the ego. We got to say that. But it also comes from, you know, I feel like it's very persuasive type energy. Maybe that's what you feel, like you get persuaded into things that in the long run you wished you didn't. This could be someone else, certainly. Still feel like you're at the mountaintop, though. We have the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. We have all these sixes. You know, Six of Pentacles. If I want to know what is the lesson, what am I learning from that tower, I'll tell you what you're learning. Here comes another pentacle. This energy is where I'm very empathetic and compassionate. Not just for others, but also for myself. It's a very giving type energy. But it comes from, you know, it's almost like the energy of, you know, let's say Bill Gates again, real quick. You know, like he's got all this money, right? Sometimes I can have more than I need. This is the energy where then I give it, right? I give it. Those who, what's that saying? Those who've been given a lot is expected of. Something like that. You know, the Six is looking down here at the Six of Swords, almost like, you know, trying to move this energy, you know, back into the light. Wow. We have the Nine of Pentacles again. You know, if your question is about, you know, you becoming independent, will you, can I, should I, am I on the right path? This keeps telling you yes, 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 right? This is the path of independence, whether I'm in a relationship or not. You know, I'm looking for independence in this energy. I want to know that I have it. We have the Eight of Pentacles again. Wow. And then look at this. We have the Emperor, who for some reason is showing in reverse. Wow. Double Aries here, I have to say that. You know, seeing Aries, also Pisces, I feel like I need to throw a few of those, you know, say that. So, you know, this Emperor is reversed here. I don't know. I almost feel like what's most important right now? Most important is the Eight of Pentacles, right? It has the Nine of Pentacles on one side. But this Emperor in reverse, almost like if for some of you, it's saying if you're thinking of having an affair, let's say, you know, I kind of feel like no, you can. You have free will. But I do feel the effect of eventually this Emperor going away in some format. But also I feel like this is talking about your own belief system, right? The Nine of Swords kind of matching this Eight, right down the line. Where's your focus? Is your focus on I can't, or is your focus on I will, I can, I will, I'm going to take it step by step? Don't look for what's the ultimate outcome going to be. Well, only you can determine that, right? It's up to you. But there's no limit. The only limitation is what we place upon it. But there seems to be no limit here, spiritually. Okay, I don't know why. I want to look at this Emperor. You know, because, whoa. Okay, that went flying, excuse me. It didn't fly, it like floated. It floated like a butterfly. The Chariot, wow. I don't know, guys. I feel like this is movement away from at least the negativity of the Emperor. Let's put it that way. If it's an energy of, I don't think I can, you need to stop thinking that way, because you can. And that's probably why you're here. You can. You know, the Chariot to me comes as a reward also, right? It's about mind control. You know, we control this Chariot with our mind, and maybe that's why I keep saying there's no limit here, right? There may have been a long period of time where you feel like you've gone without. But, you know, all has had purpose. It's, have we found that purpose, right? Do we understand it? Type energy. And I feel like what it's saying is when you believe in yourself here, you truly can have this sense of independence within you. And not just that, but it's a very balanced type energy, you know. And then if a connection comes your way, I feel like it's like I'm guaranteed, you know. I don't know if I should say guaranteed, but it's like it's riding on the wings of your guardian angel. Mind control in this present moment, right? What was. Let it be, let it go, right? More wants to come in. You know, it's not the universe who's holding things up all the time. Many times it's us. Some of us don't realize that we're trying to make decisions out of this Seven of Cups energy. You're not gonna trust it. I'm gonna choose the wrong thing. I'm gonna put effort in, and it's gonna go wrong, bad, all that. You know, I feel like it's saying in the Eight of Pentacles, it's really up to us. The Eight is us. It's a new beginning, right? It's free and clear. Okay. Excuse me. We have the Fool and the Knight of Cups coming in reverse. I turn them around. The Knight of Cups coming towards you. The Fool, you know, the Fool takes a chance. The Fool is not living in the past. Doesn't mean the Fool doesn't have the past, but the Fool trusts the path ahead. You know, the Fool has help along the way, and so therefore the Fool just takes a chance. Knight of Cups coming in, and we have the Sun. Can be Leo, ruler of Leo. But this is about illumination. This is about, you know, seeing clearly. This is about, you know, there are no Seven of Cups and Nine of Swords in this energy. This is about feeling good again. And it may be all about trusting oneself. I feel like, you know, as it relates to love, you know, or whatever it is that I've been wanting and waiting for, I just need to look to see where I'm at. Maybe I don't realize that that's there. What am I holding up? The Sun. You know, when you become a certain way, you no longer fear what's going to come towards you, because you already know. And maybe it's because of those towers. You already know. First of all, you don't allow what doesn't feel right, right? You've gained that wisdom. The illumination is here, right? I've gained the wisdom of seeing reality for what it is, right? If somebody comes towards me and wishes me ill, is that right? I'll know it. I'll feel it. The signs will be there. I just need to stay in a state of awareness, and that's it, right? I don't feel we were put here to have like fear of us moving forward. So I feel like that's the answer, and I should just leave it there, because I feel like I feel like you all know what it means to you. You know, I want to say quickly too that I feel like many of you have learned from these towers, and in some way you are giving back, or you're thinking that you know, that Five of Swords, where that toxicity lived, you see it now for what it was, what it is, and therefore you also see the lesson, and that's what brings you to the state of compassion and empathy. You know, I'm thinking of, you know, I remember times when I didn't know if I could pay the rent the next month. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that type of energy where you always felt was you're in there. Well, maybe somehow, some way, because I know that because I've gone through that, in some way I have helped others. Okay, I think that's what I meant to say. All right, let's read from Mother Mary, Self-Respect. Mother Mary deeply cares for you, your welfare, and your happiness. She asks you to respect yourself enough to take good care of yourself. Remember that you're God's child and creation. By respecting yourself, you are honoring God. The answer to your present question lies within another question. Which path would be most respectful of me and make me feel the best about myself? Self-respect increases when your actions are aligned with your true belief. This card asks you to stop doing anything that makes you feel ashamed or guilty, and to focus all your attention upon that which makes you proud to be you. Wow. I mean, I think that's what I was trying to say for some of you in this reading. And I'm going to leave it right there because it's already a little longer than I expected, but I don't know. I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. Thank you for always, just for, you know, allowing me to be me, and I'm definitely connecting to you more and more and more. So thank you for the comments also. It shows me, like, you know, because I feel like there's many messages in here, and then there's like a few main messages also, and so be it. I love you guys. I will see you in the readings. Bye bye.